I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emhyr has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Drink, and listen.
Snow White! Nothing to see here. Move along!
Can't afford a barber, let alone my wares.
Oh?
Have I gone absolutely cuckoo? Selling old Dutch?
The best steel in all of Toussaint. Take a gander.
Show me what you have. Farewell.
No, see you later. The best steel.
Show me what you have. Farewell.
No, see you later.
Ooh.
You're
The
looking
copper,
well.
that is
Top
all I
form, my
ask.
dear. Cheeks ruddy.
Oh!
You need new breeches? Gauntlets, perhaps? What say you, fair knight?
What have you got there? So long.
The best!
What have you got there? So long.
Can't afford a barber, let alone my wares.
Never thought I'd live to see times like
Witcher, I was certain you'd departed.
couldn't. Anna Henrietta was...
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good. The best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Syanna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. Because there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside then. She lies in the ducal crypt. In one room with her murderer. Despite my protests.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Syanna's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Anna Henrietta.
And all this, what did it bring you? Rest in peace. I regret it ended this way, that I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Whatever you say about Siona, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more, philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight. Makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you? And if I were to add Jimson weed in the last phase, could be an intriguing blend, that.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Raise your hand, Mr. Vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxae, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which, of course, brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
Lost in Beauclair can be quite
Oh!
Don't step on me. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, fuck.
Apologize.
Greetings.
Me? I didn't see a sinkhole jumper.
The Duchess summoned him.
Drunk woman.
Wonder what Any tips? Long live
Why,
Tusa!
his dearer. When she's our dearer.
Meat of the freshest sort, hot sausage.
Fine. Show me what you got. See you later.
Oh, yes, you surely will. I can tell an obsessed sausage snap.
How is a man to live?
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines? Even a horse trots if you like.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Triss?
In the flesh?
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Ugh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kvir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kvir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment. Yes, Geralt?
Mind if I leave you here?
Just a moment.
I forgot her name. She's fit to wed. Oh, so pretty.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet...
Yeah?
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Renovations coming along all right?
You ought to be the final judge of that, sir. Yet, in my humble opinion, they are progressing splendidly. The laborers have completed all the general renovations. Also, the furnishings you had me order have arrived.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Let's put a pin in...
Not the...
for daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Go, go.
A witcher. Use one around here. Full time.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Run, Roach.
Smell that? Welcome to Toussaint.
No two ways about it.
Laces.
Show me your sword.
Run, Roach.
Oh?
Nice tune.
If only I had the coin for him.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Bread! Yes, sir. Don't hit me!
Where are you skittering off to, secretly?
Courtesan is like a rat.
Jaw-dropping man called Witcher. Surely you techniques you'd care to test and... Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not...
You see, Manco...
Fine. Let's start.
Oh, my knees quake!
Let's get up. Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Your mother must have walked many a wood alone. Got those necker eyes, that necker nose.
My mother loved me at the least. That's nothing any witcher can claim.
Fancy insults? Not my thing. No other more effective means.
Though a man of few words and even fewer jests, the Witcher is ever a fighter. Geralt has vanquished Mancomb. 2 more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro.
Behave, friend. You're in... If only those vampires had gobbled me down.
It's thin scrapings around here. At least the weather.
Master Witcher, a man of action, a man of valor. Are you not? Would you care to... Shall you face...
I challenge you.
Noble...
How long you gonna make me wait?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible...
Your blood. Have you...
What for?
Now...
Come here! Do you know the colors I must see on the territory barbaric land? Red, white...
Watch where you step.
Ah,
He's no hero. That's the Butcher of Blaviken.
Now drink us some picket.
Listen, good folk. Listen here. Would you spare a copper?
I love you.
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me. It's who dares?
hey, Master Witcher.
Oh, now you'll...
Fine, let's fight. Don't
Just
feel it.
no.
Prefer.
Block, you old goose! Oh! Too quick for you, huh?
What? Lost your nerve? surrender.
Defeats Colossus. You thump hard.
Thanks. You've earned my esteem, sir. We've not seen such a feat in years, and thus you've secured the right to challenge the Maestro himself. You'll find him by the docks.
Looking to fall ill? See me? I'll infect you, cheap.
No two ways about it.
Oh! Don't touch me.
Sir Geralt of Rivia. 3 cheers for the tourney's victor. Hip hip hooray, hooray,
Help
hooray!
a poor fellow out.
How's Samantha?
I need good victuals, Russians.
Hey there, Dickie man. How much rumble by rumble? Where are you going?
And triple for you.
Scrawny, grey-haired, ill-favored.
You either drink with us or you're against.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
When I chop you, you bumble! Ah!
Ow! Ah!
Hey, well carried that. Under impost, yes. When I chop you, you bumble!
Ah!
Hey, well past that. Under riposte. Ah! Scab! You beat me. It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Ooh, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
Can I shoot your crossbow?
Hey there,
Ah!
Rumble.
Ooh.
How are you
Me? I didn't see a single vampire.
From barrel hoops to blades, I've got it all. But I'm guessing you're more...
Show me what you got, then. So long.
Fair winds and following seas.
Stand on the sleeve, don't enter the wood. Why did he want it anyway?
Blackberries. Wanted to pick some.
We've offended him, Sven. The woodlands. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him? The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a ploughing beast from the ploughing forest.
Split his ribcage. A strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
Geralt. I'm a witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Saw your notice.
What notice? This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
You said the creature wants revenge. Why? For what?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the woodland spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are uncrate. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
We are slaves to fear, spread by blind fools like you. These woods are ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
I'll decide what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
Respect,
Oh.
Witcher. Need more time in the Isles. Build your fortitude.
Thin and deep cuts, not unlike a razor. Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads. Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. sharpened its claws, or just marked off its territory. A Leshen. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers.
Stain on the sleeve, Luca. That's broken hard enough. You all dressed up.
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you. He likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast, then. Just as I said.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold! I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the woodland spirit.
You've no respect for our customs. Not ye, nor that witch, Yennefer.
You heard? My dad repel like you just for a day. The very
I beg you, Modron, stop pestering. Beg you, Modron, stop pestering me with this confounded cough.
Will Sven visit today? Of course he will. I've seen him looking at you. Pull that one.
Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village. That's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
The Leshen's marked Hilda.
Hilda?
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
Not going with her? Funny. Thought you cared for her.
Tend to your own affairs and leave me to mine. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn.
Whoa, what a sword.
Something I've always wondered. What are you, witches?
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
That's it, Roach. Whoa there, Roach.
Hey, the gods will punish us.
Hey! Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
You rid us of the beast. We rid ourselves of its accomplices. Don't worry. Our agreement stands. I earned your coin, you did.
Nothing's changed. Leshin's gone, true, but a murderer still haunts the village.
Your work is done, Witcher. You've done your part, and I've done mine.
Think the village will go along with this?
Folk will calm down, realize the guilty needed to be punished. Do you hear? Fear will not rule my village. There will be no more killings. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No more monsters left around here.
Got me eye on you.
Respect, Witcher.
Eh?
Let it go.
May your rocks never crumble.
What now, you piece of filth?
Hey, that one's got Thanks, mate. Colonel, you know the place on your board there. Come and visit afterwards.
long you gonna make me wait?
see you, Pat.
They hurt you badly?
I'm fine. I really showed him, didn't I?
You did? Where'd you learn to shoot?
Ha! You won't believe it when I tell you. Right here, out at pasture. The she-beasts of Unvik come to steal our sheep, so we gotta manage somehow. But enough chatter. My brother awaits. Thanks for the help, stranger. Your gods grant ye health.
You looking at? I'll be a priestess when I grow up.
Hey, you!
Husband.
Oh!
Something for your
Appeal to me. Even Sultan Islander.
Stand down!
Not good. Damn it. Mistake.
Maybe he's looking to get hired on a ship.
Most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament, see. I'm a wandering juggler from occupied Temeria and...
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
Oh, but I assure you, all right, you got me. I know this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just, please, don't take me to the Jarl.
Definitely won't get my coin back if I turn you in. But try to cheat me again, and I'll find you. I'll find you and I'll...
Yeah, I ain't lying. Besides, you can go to the Jarl any time you want.
Then I expect to see you later.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it ain't. Grand those swords, but I prefer me truck. Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it ain't.
Some silver earrings from the continent. There. Come, take a gander. Want something from the continent? I'll bring it.
What do you need?
You aim to enter the crypts?
Maybe. Why are you here?
Came here to cut nails.
Nails?
Off corpses. Don't you know? Wraiths use nails to build their cursed longship.
So you're hoping you can make them run short of materials?
We would if we could get in the crypts. But there's ghosts inside. Would you tend to them?
Fine. I'll see what I can do about the ghosts. Greetings to you.
And to you.
Took care of the ghosts. Crypt is safe.
Thank you for your help, white-haired one. We'll make a sacrifice to Freya in your name.